don't go anywhere. It's not every day you get to see a modern-day Viking in action. I'm coming up next.
Well, Scott, the mystery's been solved, and boy, did the crowd here at the studios go crazy when this man, Allan Sheppard, returned to do battle with the television champion, Shawn Shultz. These people were on their feet. I couldn't believe it.
Absolutely, Allan Sheppard, the prodigal son, has returned to NWA main event, and he has answered the open challenge against Shawn Shultz. And Shawn now with a little added extra benefit there from a new ringside manager. You see him on the bottom of your screen, Tony Locascio.
Well, Shultz bringing Locascio to his corner. You know, something that you might not know, Locascio, the manager of Travis Sawyer, also very good friends with Shawn Shultz. How could that play into action with Shultz and Sawyer and Locascio?
Well, we've seen Locascio several times on television before. Shawn Shultz is calling him the manager of champions. He's saying that Locascio is going to be the one to take him to the promised land to get that NWA heavyweight championship around his waist. And right now, we're going to see what Locascio can bring to the table, as right now you see the prodigal son, Allan Sheppard, in full control of this matchup. This could be the night that Shawn Shultz loses this title, ending the longest reigning NWA champion streak in Shawn Shultz.
Well, Shawn Shultz wants the Mid-America Television Championship, but he also wants the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Do you think that maybe Shultz is so focused on the World Heavyweight Championship that he's forgotten a little bit about the Mid-America Television Championship? Do you think that could be a deciding factor in Shultz retaining or losing the title?
Well, not only that, Jason, it could also be his cockiness and his swagger. He might not only not be focused on his current opponent, Allan Sheppard, but he may just be so sure of himself that Allan's going to find his weakness and expose it right here today on NWA TV.
Allan Sheppard with the armbar applied to the champion, Shawn Shultz. You see Shultz, you see the agony on his face here. This is not the place that the champion wants to be early on in the contest.
And Locascio trying to get his stablemate here back in order. Speaking of Travis Sawyer, do you think that Travis Sawyer could be, he's coming?
Well, no, because he's already been here.
Well, he's already been here, but he's been away for a long time. This could be, it really could be anybody at this point. And right now you see the prodigal son back trying to gain control of this matchup. Shultz trying to drive the shoulder in. Sheppard was able to dodge it, but Shultz with a quick mule kick, driving the air out of Sheppard. Big drop kick on Shawn Shultz. Pinfall attempt here. 1, 2, we've got, oh, Jason, it was so close.
Not enough to do it. Back to the armbar goes Allan Sheppard. And now Sheppard drives Shultz back down to the mat.
Shultz has been in a world of trouble early on in this contest. I don't know, Jason, this could be it. Ricky Morton may have taken so much out of Shultz last night in Portland that Shultz may be in a lot of trouble here today. Could Jeff Daniels be in the same amount of trouble after suffering a loss to the Mexican Dragon just earlier today? He's got to face Ricky Morton tonight.
Well, I can't believe Allan Sheppard back here on Main Event Wrestling. Irish whip over Shawn Shultz when we see right there Tony Locascio pull the leg. Duck of the, no, he didn't duck. I thought he was going to duck, but a clothesline sends Sheppard down.
Locascio was able to break Allan Sheppard's thought process just long enough for Shultz to get a huge clothesline, and this is what I'm talking about, Jason. Look at the swagger, look at the cockiness that Shultz is exuding right now, and it's given Allan way too much time to recollect his thoughts and try and regain control of this matchup.
Allan Sheppard in a desperate way here. Shultz in control. That's a dangerous place for Sheppard to be.
Oh!
Knife edge chop. And look at this, a little familiar. He calls that the Shultz strut.
Well, he's Shultz strutting his way right back to Allan Sheppard, who meets him with a couple of fists, knocking the brains out of Shawn Shultz, trying to get him into the corner, whips him across to the opposite side, Irish whip, telegraph that back body drop, and Shultz just slams him down to the mat as hard as he possibly can, right into the waiting arms of Tony Locascio, who rakes the eyes.
Shultz may have injured that left arm. You know, Allan Sheppard's been working on it the whole match, and it could be to the point of giving out on the champion. that would be a huge factor in this contest.
If Sheppard is able to exploit that arm, he may be able to take Shultz out. And look at Shawn just laying those boots in, and Locascio getting into the head of Allan Sheppard, trying to scream at him, trying to talk dirty to him, anything and everything he can to distract him so that his television champion, Shawn Shultz, will be able to retain. But Schultz's arm, he's not using it. He's being very ginger with it, trying to go for that suplex, nails the suplex right in the center of the ring, goes for a quick pinfall attempt. We could have, no, Sheppard's still able to fight through.
Well, Shultz, I believe, taking the extra added time to pose for the camera is not going to guarantee a victory over your opponent. I don't know why Shultz decided to do that. Nonetheless, was not able to get the 3 count on Allan Sheppard.
And now Shultz trying to take a page out of Lonnie Kealoha's playbook and goes for a headbutt, but you saw him. It knocked him a little woozy just as well. And now Shawn one more time with that cocky swagger, with that posing to the camera, and he's just draping Allan Sheppard across to the ring and choking the life out of him. Doesn't even care that the referee sees it. One more time going for the choke. Doesn't even care. Like I said, Jason, anything and everything he can do to retain that title.
Shultz now stalking Allan Sheppard. Sheppard desperately needs to find some way to turn the tide in this contest, or his shot at the Mid-America Television Championship is over.
Well, it looks like Shawn is back in control of this matchup, Jason. And as Sheppard had it early on, Shawn is in complete and total domination right now of this matchup. The prodigal son needs to find some kind of energy, some kind of second win, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to find it. But look at Shultz just taking his sweet time, saying it's over right now. Quick roll-up from Allan Sheppard. Do we have a new champion?
No, not enough to do it. Duck of the clothesline, and Sheppard now fights back on the champion. This is what he needed. Irish whip to Shultz. Shultz reverses into the buckle. Hard goes Sheppard, but what's the boot?
I'm telling you what, Jason, I say it once, I'll say it again. That cocky swagger allows Sheppard. Oh, what a slam from Shawn Shultz. All of that offense, all of that energy goes for the pinfall attempt, and Sheppard's still able to kick out. You've got to be kidding me.
The fight in this young kid, boy, he wants the Mid-America Television Championship, and he's not afraid to show it.
He is proud to be the 26-year-old icon, the modern-day Viking, the longest reigning and youngest NWA championship holder, and now he locks in that sleeper hold onto Allan Sheppard, that chin lock, and just wrenching the chin and neck of Allan Sheppard. All of that momentum, all of that offense that Sheppard was able to mount just a moment ago could be all for naught if Shawn Shultz is able to make him to submit right here.
And you see how Shultz has it positioned. Not only does he have the chin lock, but he's also using those knuckles. He's got